Hey, 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 and good evening, everybody. We hope we got all of the married couples in the house. We are excited to be launching something new. Hopefully, this is not new, but what we launching is new. But we have teamed up with some of our favorite people and co-leads of an amazing new pod. And by pod, I mean we have people on demand.
Right.
Inside of the Grow, we have a life pod called the Legacy Lounge, and we decided to lounge around tonight to have an amazing night. For those of you all that know me, my name is Elisa Fisher.
Pastor Fisher.
and let our co-leads introduce themselves.
Eddie Waters.
Precious Waters.
Y'all, we are excited. How y'all feeling over there, Waters? What y'all saw? Wait, H2O, right?
H2O.
Yeah,
Team H2O. That's who we are.
Y'all, so let me ask, what can the people expect tonight?
So the people can expect to have a little bit of laughter, a little bit of fun, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of music, just everything. And then also, more importantly, just talking about how we keep the flame lit.
Yes.
So that's definitely what we want to do, because like we said in our promos, Valentine's Day was last week, but this union lasts forever.
Forever.
That's right.
Speaking of forever, that's one of the things we were talking about, how to make it last forever. And it might be a question. Can it really last forever? Tonight, you know, one of the things that I said when I was sharing about this event is one thing I think is the beginning of the end is when people claim to know it all. When they act like they already got all the answers, we figured this thing out to a T. Because the day you know it all, that means you're not learning. That means you're not trying to find out anything. You're not growing. Right. And I'm excited that we're coming on to facilitate dialogue. Now, a warning for you guys. Now, tonight, we want to introduce you guys to us and to this concept. But moving forward, every night or every month when we have Rated R, we're all going to be online together having some grown folk talk. And so one thing Eddie did add, I think you can expect some clutch of pearl moments. So you might better put the children to bed because this is for grown folks. So married grown folks, if you're in the building, we're going to holler at y'all in just a second. But anything you want to add in?
No, I'm just excited to see everybody show up. I want to see who's here. I want everybody to shout out where you're calling from, what you doing tonight. If you started arguing before you got online, trying to see what you're gonna put on, just relax. Just relax. We all here. We are human. We know how things are. But just like my brother Waters over there said earlier tonight, hey, listen, we're talking about keeping the flame going. We're talking about consistency. Valentine's Day is just one day. We should be showing this love all year long. If this is the love of your life, then that love should continue burning.
That's right. I love it. So Eddie and Precious, you guys have a special treat for us tonight. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that are watching, we're going to put our comments on the screen in just a moment because we do want you guys to introduce yourselves. Tell us where you and your spouse are watching from, or if you over here being nosy because you're just trying to see what we got going on. Go and tell on yourself. Let us know you're here. But we're going to take a moment because, sometimes we spend a lot of time at work or at church or, with our kids or whatever, but we wanted a real fire and desire night. And so, if you're offended by the fire or the desire, you might want to mute your mic to speak for the next minutes because we have a special guest. Waters, won't y'all tell us who can we expect in a moment?
Yes, sir.
Well, I actually have another guest that's joined us live, and that's my son, Jacoby. So
all right now.
He's in the comments now.
Hey, Jennifer. His wife, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer as well. And but what I wanted to do is I wanted to introduce our middle son, and his name is Brandon Waters, also known as DJ Waters.
He's going to
bring us a little bit of music from time to time as we go in and out of segments and things of that nature. But he's gonna keep the fire lit. He's gonna keep the momentum going. And without further ado, I bring you DJ Waters.
DJ Waters.
Let's go, DJ.
Come on.
Go, DJ.
Hey, DJ. I don't know if you are muted. We can't hear you over here. Waters, are you all able to hear? I want to make sure that we all can hear. Are you guys able to hear?
No.
Okay. So so Brandon, it's showing that both of your mics are muted. So can you kind of maybe go at the bottom and unmute yourself on on this platform? There you go.
There you go.
And on your other screen, I think you have.
Can't hear.
Your other screen is muted too.
Okay, we can hear.
All right. Here we go, y'all. All right, y'all. What y'all know about that, Waters?
Yes.
Hey, y'all, talk
Look
to
at
us.
Shantina Leon. I see the newlyweds.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
What's up, newlyweds?
Who else we got with us?
How's it going to the Dolphins? What's going on?
All right.
I say Danielle and her husband are in. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Heidi's mom and dad are watching from South Africa.
What's
Hey.
up, South Africa?
Hello.
I'm scrolling up. Daryl and Tracy, cousins of the waters. I see y'all. Cassandra and Kenneth, welcome.
Hey.
My mom's on. Hey, mama. Well, Teresa and hubby. Hey,
Denise and Dennis Red. How y'all? Hey.
I think I saw Jade said she was on here being nosy. I knew it was some singles on here. That's all right.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna learn.
I saw Jay.
Stay home, Jade.
The Scarlets, hey y'all.
Okay.
Ebony Vaughn, hey
Yeah.
So y'all make sure we are streaming on Facebook, on YouTube. Hit the link and share these out with somebody and tell them, get in here, y'all. We jamming too.
Come on, DJ Boy.
Come on,
Dr. Adams, hey Raleigh.
Hey, okay, I see it. Adams, you're rolling it.
Nikki and Eva, hey y'all. I love this. Listen, every couple can find a couple. Find a couple of invite.
Hey, what's up? What's up, McLeod? What's up?
My brother Mickey and Eva.
Hey, the Aldridges, how y'all doing? All right.
Ralph and Denise, hey. Hey, oh, you tagging them. Yeah, listen, people, when they get in, let us know y'all are watching if y'all come in. So y'all send the link out, if you will, to some couples that you know, or if you're on Facebook and you want to invite them in, or on YouTube if you want to send them the link, and tell them get in here. We about to have a night to remember.
We see you, Denise. We see you.
You gotta create some fire and desire. The Jones. Hey, y'all.
Hey, somebody type in the notes what we got is much more than they can see. Put in much more. You got much more people see. Put in the comments. I got much more.
Much more.
Yes, sir. Put in much more. I know I do. Yes, sir. Put in much more. All right,
All right, King. I hear you.
Go ahead on, kid.
Oh, sweat. Running around here acting like he's stealing his twin.
We got much more. I know we had a much more out there now. DJ is fire. Look at your DJ shouting out the water. He balling, ain't it? That boy balling over there.
That's my damn Tuesday, yeah.
Listen, some of y'all that usually act tight with your spouse, go slide on over a little closer tonight. Y'all hear this music? Go sit close to that man. I know that's the truth. My mama said back in the day she wouldn't even be listening, but she been doing it. We
Praise
bless
God.
the Lord.
Praise God.
We bless the
We
Lord.
don't play no TD Jakes R&B tonight
We're
now.
not bringing Speedy Jakes in the secret place. Amen.
Right.
We bring Megafest tonight. We can't Megafest.
Oh,
All right now, all right. Oh man.
Hey, Jamaica. Hey.
Let's go.
All right. It's the
Stand up,
apple
baby.
It's the apple cider. It's the apple cider.
Let me just say, we still newly and wedding.
Yeah.
Boy, I think this song came out. I was in 8th grade.
All right now, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Hey, Jackie Kennedy. Oh, Jimmy Tight.
I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you,
Listen, if y'all haven't already, why don't you share this out with somebody? Tell them. We're trying to make it last forever tonight. Grab your spouse. Tell them, come on in here. Stop being tight. Grab that man. Grab that woman. And get on in here and talk to us tonight.
I wanna be down with you. Down with heaven's smile. I wanna be down. I know anybody's gonna be lonely. They got the reason, they got someone to share. Oh, maybe all you need to show that you cry. Oh, get that stuff back, then I'll be more than you ever could dream of. It only needs time that I better give my love to you.
Hey, y'all, we're giving y'all time to get in here. In a few minutes, we're going to start in our part 1. And we want y'all to get ready for this ride. So go ahead and tag your folks and share this. Get them in here.
What's your dance song, Jamaica?
Slow down. Girl, you're going too quick.
I see it, Jamaica. Jamaica. I know. I stopped playing.
My baby can sing.
20 years ago.
My baby can
I stopped
sing.
playing 20 years ago, Mama.
Hey, couples, if any couples are here and haven't announced yourself, or listen, if you're single and you're just trying to hear some stuff, go ahead and talk to us in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from.
Hey. Hey.
We'll
All right, all right, all right.
Hey, Kaya. Yeah, get the married folks in here. Tell them get on in. Listen, if you guys are here and and you're married, can y'all put my mom just picked it 16 years in. Can y'all get in the comments and let us know how long y'all been married?
Can you take it to the top of me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking about you, baby. Can you go with me, oh baby? Hold over me. Can you take control of me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, love you,
Waiting with the LB show.
Ah.
LB show. He done with the LB show. Lord Jesus.
All right, I see we got 38 years.
38. Okay.
Oh
Honey, still in
yeah.
over the moon. Yes, sir. When it says
All
20
right, all
years.
right. Okay, okay. Let's go.
Nice.
All right, all right.
Okay, 10 years, 10 years.
Come
Get
on
ready.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, about to be 11 next
It's about to
month.
be 11. All right now. One in 1 year. Let's go.
Woo!
Uh-oh. Cleveland, Ohio.
Come on,
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Woo! Glad to have y'all.
All right, all right.
Hey, for you in love. Woo-hoo! Hey,
Hey. Go DJ, go DJ.
Austin too.
Let's go, Dolphins.
2 years.
Yeah, come on, Danielle,
Okay, all right, all right.
say, baby.
Just playing that.
I told y'all they were gonna want the playlist.
We're not playing this year, though. Get it here. There it is. There it is. Another request for the playlist. Yes, sir. Okay, okay.
Y'all, come on, we got to say. DJ can say something part two. I see y'all in there.
Why you better for the love of you, for now you
All right, married folks, y'all get ready. We about to dive in. Go ahead and get your folks in place.
Forward to another day.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
All right, y'all.
I
After
see, I
this,
see, I
yeah,
see.
we telling
What?
y'all. After this one, we're gonna call y'all onto the carpet and we about to talk, y'all. It's couples night tonight if you're just joining us. This is rated off for real. Fire and desire for all the married people.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, DJ. All right, all right. So thank you so much, DJ Waters. That was him. If y'all enjoyed him, let us know in the comments. We bringing him back for part two. But if y'all enjoying this mix, y'all, and he may or may not take y'all requests. So if you got some, throw them in the comments. If you got some, throw them in the comments because we bringing them out when it get a little too heated. We got to bring it back out. So if you want a little bit more, go ahead and put it in the comments. We're gonna bring them back in just a moment. All right, so we got y'all comments pulled
All
up
right.
because tonight is interactive. And again, because I want to make sure that you guys know what we're doing. For those of you all that are new here, I'm Elisa. This is my husband, Steve, and our co-leads, Eddie and Precious. We are the co-facilitators of an amazing brand new pod inside of the Grow Gathering. Now, if you don't know what the Grow Gathering is, I dare you to go to www.thegrowgathering.com. And one of the first things you'll see is Fire and Desire, which is our premier event tonight. That is for our Legacy Lounge because we wanted to create a place for married couples. And I'm going to put Precious on the spot. Precious, why do you think it was important for us to find a place for the married people inside of the Grow?
We know what? We needed our own space to discuss some things. You know, yeah. To talk about some communication and how it's important to check in with your spouse, and how to Eddie and I, we do a thing called the State of the Union.
And I want to give a shout out to the Reds, Denise and
Dennis
Dennis
Red.
Red. They were the ones that told us about the State of the Union.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
I want to give them credit for that one.
So we've been practicing that in our relationship for years since she shared that most valuable information. But we just wanted a space where we could just have some real talk, about some, real relationship things that go on. So yeah, we want to pull the curtain back.
Pull the curtain back. What you feeling about this, Eddie? Because men, it's kind of hard to get men out there. What you feeling about it?
Well, for me, I wanted this to be a space where not only our wives can feel comfortable, we want the husbands to feel comfortable. Because oftentimes we only hear one side of the relationship. We want to hear both sides of the relationship because both voices matter, right? And as the man of your household and as the head of your household, you want to make sure that your voice is clear, but you also want to make sure that you give space and an ear to your spouse because that's equally important.
That's right.
So good.
There's a saying out there that says, "Happy life, happy wife." And I don't agree with that.
I don't either. I don't either.
That's a little bit of selfish. I believe that, happy husband.
That's right. That's right.
Everything. The family is happy, the household is happy, there's peace. So
that's right.
That's right. That's right.
Anything you got on that?
No, they said what needed to be said. We gonna get into our stuff. They know what they're doing. They're getting it done over there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like Eddie was saying in our meeting, we got us a little framework, but we likely to go off script. So we're gonna be looking at y'all in the comments, but we want to break this out. We were intentional about choosing Fire and Desire. And so with that, we all agreed that Fire and Desire is really talking about intimacy. And so the first thing we want to do, and feel free in the comments to give us you guys' opinion, because like I said, we're introducing the grow, and we want you guys to go over and join us in the grow, because we're doing this as an intro, but moving forward we will all be in a room together, cameras on, and talking and having conversations. But tonight we wanted to kick it off by asking a question. How do you define intimacy? What is your definition of intimacy? And a lot of people think that when it comes to intimacy, we are talking about sex, but we are absolutely not just talking. It is a part of it, but we're absolutely not just talking about sex. So if any of you guys want to jump in with how you would define intimacy.
Well, before we talk about intimacy, I always got to go do my thing. Right?
Do you think?
So they had a song that came on that said, "Your love deserves an encore." See, some of y'all put intimacy in place so you can get it done on Valentine's Day. We're talking about fire and desire, keeping it alive. And that intimacy that you put in place, some of you understand that it's not just the bedroom. You did what you had to do so that Valentine's will be fun, right? But let's get an encore on that. Let's not just do it Valentine's Day. Let's do it every week.
Yeah.
Let's make our relationship something that's a priority for us, because sometimes we talked about men, and I like what Elder Eddie said. He said, listen, not just your mouth, but your ear. Because a lot of men, we just kind of go along the motion. We want everything to stay the same. We don't want to have to do too much. Don't rock the boat, and let things just float on down the river, But what happens if you're floating down the river and the water get kind of rocky? Right? What happens when you're floating down the river and you got to actually get up and do something to keep the boat from capsizing?
Yeah.
Right. The bottom line is that, hey, look, we got a role to play. And sometimes it just takes us listening a little bit, and we'll find out a little bit more about what we need to do to get that encore that we're looking for.
That's good. I'll say this on my part. When I think about intimacy, and a lot of people don't mention it, but having counseled women for the last couple of decades, intimacy means, for some of us, emotional safety. Or do I feel safe enough with you to expose myself? Because intimacy has to do with exposure, and just in the physical, not just taking stuff off in the physical, but taking things off mentally. I got to tell you, if I'm having crazy thoughts, I've got to tell you if I'm being irrational in my feelings, or if I'm overwhelmed. It's emotional safety. And I think that a lot of times you don't see it in the bedroom for women, and you guys can give y'all spin. I'd love to hear what the Waters have to say as well. But for me, I don't have one definition, but what I will add is that emotional safety is a part of intimacy for me.
And then if you want to take a spin on that for a man, if your wife says that emotional safety is a good place for her and she wants to be able to download, right? It's very important how you respond.
Yeah.
When you're talking about intimacy, you need to respond in a way where you make her feel like you care what she's saying. You should care whatever she has to say, what's in her heart. If she's the love of your life, every time she opens her mouth, you should be looking to see what she has to say. That's one of the ways that gives you the emotional intimacy that she's looking for. Instead of she talking and you got your eyes on something else, you're doing something else and she talking, he didn't even hear a word I said. How many of you brothers heard this before? You hear me? Did you hear what I say? Yeah, I heard you, baby. That's not intimacy. What you got to do sometimes is cut that TV off and say, what you say, baby?
All right, Waters, we're going to let y'all
So emotional intimacy for me is being able to be engaged with your spouse.
That's good.
Fully. Whenever you're having a conversation, whenever when she's sharing her innermost thoughts, or you're sharing your innermost thoughts, you need to show and appear and be engaged fully, because the spouse oftentimes knows when you're not listening. That's why you will get that. Did you hear what I just said? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking at that person and you have an intent looking at her in her eyes, and she can see and you connect one-on-one, it's clear that she's in a safe space and
yes.
she's her innermost thoughts.
Yes. That's so good. And I think that people have made us, and I'm looking at the comments, intimacy is giving your whole self in every way. That's good. I believe you grow and develop into emotional safety. It does not just happen. It's a place of growth on both parts. That's good on both parts. And because of that, I've always said this: growth takes grace.
Mhm.
Growth takes grace. You got to have grace with
Mhm.
people. Well, I told him I don't like him doing it, and he
Mhm.
still did it. Growth takes grace. This is a you're as you're learning. And what if you could have been with somebody for 20 years and they're just not even, maybe it's not emotional safety with you. Maybe they
Mhm.
don't feel safe with their own thoughts. Like
Mhm.
maybe they're trying to get. I tell my husband a lot of times. Sometimes I have to hype myself up for certain things, and he's like, "Why?"
Mhm.
Because I do. You know, right?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
right. Then let me see. I got to talk to my friend
Mhm.
Precious.
Yeah.
We have to hype
Yeah.
ourselves up for it. We
Right.
don't just everybody ain't just I just want to say this, I'm gonna do this. Sometimes we have to
Mhm.
go through the layers of what's happening in our own mind. It's nothing you
Mhm.
did or said. We're
Right.
having to go through that. And it
Mhm.
doesn't mean I don't want to be intimate. It's
Mhm.
just, it might just mean I don't have the confidence maybe in certain areas yet to be able to do that.
And one thing about intimacy is that when one person is ready, I like what the Red said, that it's a place of growth on both parts. Because when one person is intimate and the other person's not, you can leave your spouse isolated.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you could be sitting there together, spending much time together, hours and hours, but still feel alone. You could be in a room full of people, be right feeling alone because there's no one that you could share yourself with. You don't want to be in the room with the person that you love the most, and they feel like they're not connected to you in a way because you're not listening and because you don't understand what intimacy is. One of the things about my wife that she says when she's insecure about things, I don't always understand why there's insecurity, right? I don't understand because in my eyes, I'm like, girl, as fine as you are,
Yeah.
you should be ready to rock. Everywhere you go, everybody just falling at your feet. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? So when she says she's not confident in some things that aren't intimate, then I don't understand it. But what I do understand is that everything that she says is important to me. So I want to understand. That's why I like when she said it's a place of growth. I want to grow to understand her. I want to grow to learn her. I want to grow to, like one song said, know her like the back of my hand. When we were dating, a song came out by some guys,
Uh-huh.
and it was called Know You Like the Back of My Hand. And as we were talking one time, I told her, that's what I want to do. I want to know you like the back of my hand. I want to know you so that I can please you in any way you need me to please you. And that's just not sexual. That's something that carries on way before you get into the bedroom. But I can tell you this, that trail starts outside the bedroom, but it always
Oh my.
ends up and pays off in the bedroom.
Oh my.
Amen.
Waters, what y'all got on this?
Amen. Amen. Hey, we gonna go rated R tonight, or we gonna stay PG-13? We PG-13 tonight, brother Eddie.
Hey,
PG-13.
we are rated R.
We
My
are.
man, my
For
man.
real.
Fellas gonna
Let's
take off
go.
each other.
Let's go. Let it pay off. Let it pay off, fellas. Let the intimacy outside the bedroom. You want to leave flowers and rose petals. Why don't you leave rose petals by the way you hold her hand and ask her how her day was?
Yep.
Why don't you leave rose petals by the way when you're seating her work? See if she needs a cup of water. Bring that water, sit it down beside her. Stroke the back of her neck while she's sitting there doing her work. Tell her how beautiful she was when she got her the other day and she didn't think she was looking that good. Let her know how much you desire her. When I'm in the gym and I'm stretching with her, I'm telling her how she turns me on in every way. Those are ways that you begin the bedroom things that you want, right? But you just want to get it and not have to put nothing in. It don't work like that, bro.
Oh my.
And intimacy is a full-time job.
Yes, it
Right?
is.
Oh, that's good. It's a
If you think
job.
That's right.
if you think intimacy is a part-time job, then you need to get out that relationship right now.
That's right.
It's a
That's right.
full-time job.
That's
Right?
right.
Because if you went into that thinking you could do half the work and put in half the time, it is not going to work. It's a continual renewing
Absolutely.
of that relationship and of that bond and of that union. And if as soon as you think you got it, guess what? You've lost it.
That's right.
So
That's
it is definitely a full-time job. And I love what you said, Pastor Fisher. Definitely it starts from when you wake up, to when
Yes.
you go to bed,
That's
and
right.
while you're sleeping, and
That's
when
right.
you wake up.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
The Ola Canola's in the house. And
Yo,
and I'm gonna
what's
just
up?
speak for the women. And Precious, you help me on this one. Sometimes, with women, we don't really know what we're trying to say. We don't really know what we're trying to express. Sometimes it's not clear cut. Sometimes we are, figuring it out, because what we do love is, a man, tell me what to do, I got it. Tell me what you want, we're gonna take it, we take care of it.
That's
But
right.
sometimes We don't know. It's just like
Mhm.
I'm not sure. And
Right.
as I'm exposed to different things, I can kind of say, you know what, I like that, or you know what, I'm probably not ready
Mhm.
for that. You so what do you think about that, Precious? Because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, a lot of times, we like to talk through it.
Yep.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm feeling this way, and but I kind of want to do this, but I'm just not sure. Sometimes we just don't
Mhm.
know.
We don't
That's
know.
We
right.
change our mind real
Mhm.
quick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's good that you said that. And when it comes to intimacy, and I love that they said it in the comments, and I love the full time job. It's not a one size fits all.
Mhm.
My husband likes to say rigidity ruins relationships.
That's
And
right.
that is
Mhm.
so true. If
Mhm.
you just, lock yourself in too well, what I do know is she like this. So I'm just gonna do that every single day.
That's right.
And then
Right.
one day she don't
Mhm.
respond to
That's
it
right.
in the way that you're
Mhm.
looking. And now so now you changing. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, you don't like the
Yeah.
same stuff every
That's
day. So
right.
that's why I said we have to
Mhm.
put grace in that place.
That's right.
Great growth requires grace
Mhm.
because as you are changing,
That's
we're
right.
changing our taste buds change.
Mhm.
Women that are over
Mhm.
40, you just a lot of stuff start changing. You start
That's
figuring
Mhm.
right.
some stuff out.
That's right.
And maybe what you like in a past season
Mhm.
isn't the same thing. And for men, it
Mhm.
might look like we're trying to be difficult. And I promise you,
Mhm.
we are as flustered and frustrated ourselves about like, oh my God, I don't know what I want to eat. I
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna tell you
We
what
really don't know.
the rigidity that ruins relationships, fellas, and I just want to go ahead and keep it real. We're rigid because we know what makes her happy. We know what makes her feel good, right? We're rigid because we don't want to make ourselves vulnerable and we have a fear of rejection.
Mm.
We don't want to make ourselves vulnerable and do something for her that she might not respond well to. Now, see, for me, that's been an issue, and all of us have been in past relationships. If you've been rejected, that's something that you do not want to have. You don't want to be rejected, especially by the one you love so much. Because if you love her so much, you're going to put the time and the attention to try to make up the place where she doesn't really know. You want to provide options for her. You want to give her
Yes.
things where she'll say, yes, I didn't want that, but now you've given me that. I like it. But what we fear the most is that when we put the time in and we put it before her and she says, I really don't like that. You see, now that part right there is what we don't want as men. And
Mhm.
because we don't want that, we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to receive that rejection. And so we become rigid. We just give them what they always want. Well,
See?
she always like that. But I'm telling you, if you take that stance, you're going to ruin your intimacy.
Yep.
You're going to ruin it. One of the things about love that I love is that love if you really love someone, it makes you vulnerable. You
Mm-mm.
have to be vulnerable to love properly. You gotta be vulnerable to love properly. And one of the core things about this woman that I love is that she has my back.
I sure do.
I know she got my
You
back.
better know it.
But she like you though, Pastor Pressure. She go from here to there now.
No, I'm not
She
sure.
go from
I'm
here to
just
there.
not sure.
But listen, and where I started off with a fear of rejection, I'm getting better. I'm not almost there. I'm like you, Pastor Kalila. I'm still growing, right? I'm still going, but I'm understanding that I'm making myself vulnerable because I want to give her new things. And if she doesn't like it, she just don't like it. I'll try again. I'll try again because I'll make myself vulnerable for that rejection because it's all made up for when she receives what I put my efforts out there for.
And like the Red said too, it's a lifetime job,
Yeah.
right? People grow and change,
Mhm.
right? And what as men we have to have our ear in tune to those changes and
That's right.
Yes.
understand and not be
That's right.
fearful of making a mistake or being rejected.
That's
Because the
right.
only way, because what you did to get her in her 20s, in her 30s,
Yeah.
and she gets older, that's not going to work. So guess
That's
what?
right.
You got to step your game up.
Gotta step it up.
Like she's going to step her game up to
Mhm.
make sure that we're all moving forward
That's
and we're
right.
dancing as we change.
Yes.
That's right.
Life hits you when you hit a certain age.
Yep.
From
Yep.
a guy perspective, things
Yep.
don't work like that. Things don't work like they used to.
That's
From
right.
a
That's
woman's
right.
perspective,
Yep.
you got some heat over here, some heat
Uh-huh.
over here.
Uh-huh. God help knows. Uh-huh. Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So you got all these different things that are transpiring as life happens to you. So
Yeah.
that's why we got to be in tune and be in this for life. This
That's
is
so
a
good.
lifetime commitment.
Mhm.
That's so
And
good.
That's right.
the wife has to be in tune as well because
Yep.
when the husband makes requests, suggestions, you know, you just can't be walking around the house looking any kind of way. I'm just saying.
Come on here now. You're walking up my alley right now. I got an A++ in that area.
You know, give them something to look at. You know, it's like, especially if they're going off to the office, being around other women.
Oh, that's good.
And then they come home
That's
and you
good.
got your rollers in your, the
That's
duster on and looking a hot mess, you know.
You know what? You know
That's
what, P?
good.
What you also are made me think about is when we used to do the research about cheating. One of the biggest forms was emotional cheating.
Yeah.
It was because it was a lack of emotional intimacy. It was somebody created a safe place for another person to share what they. That's why a lot of it. That's why somebody else was knowing what was happening in somebody's house.
That's
Because I can't say it at home. I don't have I didn't create a space for this man or this woman to share or talk. Now, don't get me wrong. A person that just want to cheat, you know, I'm not justifying any of that. But what we've learned is a lot of times when there is not a safe place, you don't feel as though there is intimacy. There is I can't share this. I can't say this. I can't do this. Then you know, hey, everybody gonna take that robe off.
Take it off.
Exactly.
And I was saying that to say a lot of times as women, we don't try, but sometimes how we dressing and how we positioning ourselves gives off, don't say nothing to me, don't touch me, don't whatever. We button up, we tight, we trying to sit, we might not mean to, but we sending a message like this ain't no safe place. It's you know, we got a 24-hour store around here.
Yes, sir.
But
it's always open.
you know, like what they call it, Dunkin' Donuts. What's the light is always on. Krispy Kreme.
It's always on.
So I ain't talking about us, but what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is, like you said, a lot of that is, if you're talking about rejection, people are looking, you know, men or women, because it happens on both sides, are looking to see, is it safe to kind of, you know, well, unless you got a person that'll speak and say it's always safe, it's always available. It's
right.
But everybody ain't saying
it's always open, it's always available. Let's go. But you know something, another thing that we need to talk about as well, right? What happens when the intimacy has been violated and when she doesn't feel safe or he doesn't feel safe anymore?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just can't make it happen.
That's right.
You can't skip over things that you probably need to sit down and talk about.
Yeah.
You know, you would be surprised that the things that the enemy would try to keep you from talking about to each other is the very thing that's going to bust the dam wide open for love and intimacy and everything else to flow. You would be surprised that with one conversation with both parties being open to hear and listen and make right whatever's not right in the relationship, what it would do for true intimacy.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you've changed, to God be the glory. Somebody, one of the biggest things I hate to hear is when one spouse says, well, you changed. And I just, hey, well, to God be the glory. If you ain't changed, you ain't growing.
Right.
Growth is change.
Right.
Growth is change, right? But it's not about that person changed, about the other person's unwillingness to, like Elder Eddie said, it's their unwillingness to keep it going. Yeah, you changed. I got to keep my ear to the ground and see how. And if you don't understand, ask why. Ask what is there something different, there's something changed. But if there is something that caused the intimacy, right, to be stopped or the flow to be stopped, then that's something you may need to speak about.
Well, let me ask a question in the audience in case y'all are bold enough. Men is what I want to ask. Men, do you think, is it easy or hard to ask something of your wife? If you wanted her to wear skirts because she always wear jeans, or if you wanted to do something different with her hair, or if you want her to do something, do you think it's easy, or do you feel like your wife is approachable or not? Is that an easy task or not an easy task? And then wives, if you want your husband to do something different, is that an easy task, or is that a hard task? And everybody is different. We just want to have some interaction and poll the people as well, because sometimes we can make it easy and we can make it hard as well. When intimacy is broken, then you really have to have a spiritually grounded marriage. Absolutely. Listen, we're gonna use that's gonna be one of our that's gonna be one of our lessons in the room. We're gonna pull y'all in the room when we deal with that.
That's right.
But that's so good. because I would like to know, I remember one time we were dating. And my husband to be mentioned some stuff that he liked. Me, I was thinking, okay, well, he liked this, he liked this, he liked this. He liked to see my hair like this, he liked this color, he liked it. I'm gonna just go ahead and next time he FaceTime me, that's what I'm gonna have on. The man of God almost lost his mind because I didn't know that translated as, why would you look like that? And I am physically not there with you.
Eddie, I'm thinking about all the other brothers that's looking. I'm like, I'm in North Carolina, and you're gonna put the trifecta on me, and I can't even see, But I'm gonna tell you this.
I was a willing participant. That was my point of the story.
We want you all to jump in the comments and talk about, is it easy to request? That's a good question by the apostle. But I'm gonna tell you from my standpoint while we're typing, one of the reasons or one of the things that could hinder a man from asking his spouse something is the way she responds. It is the way she responds, because there goes again that fear of rejection. If you see something that you would like to see your wife in and say, hey, baby, can you? Now, let me tell you something. Anything I ask this woman, in that thing, anything. Hey, I'm telling y'all, it's open 24 hours. But I've been in situations where you are afraid to ask because the last time you were shut down.
Yeah.
Hey, look, what you trying to call me somebody else? You want me to look like somebody? Then there you go. You attack, and the chances that question is gonna come up again is really not going to happen.
Wow.
But what I found in those situations, if you will let the person know if they're doing something and you like that, make a big deal about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Right, because sometimes you can guide them to look a certain way or make certain changes based on what they're already doing. Right,
that's good.
Sometimes because we'll try something. I might, because Pastor P, for an example, had long hair.
Yes,
right?
she did.
Somebody I'm not gonna name, right? Mention, well, hey, why don't you cut your hair and change your look a little bit, right? For me, I'm like, when she cut it, I'm like, wow, you look gorgeous. Because I liked it long, I liked it short. I'm not picky either way. However, if you don't make a big deal about a change that they make, especially if you like it, right? Why would they repeat it?
That's right.
So good. That's strong. Incentives. You got some incentives.
And that goes to communication.
Yeah.
That goes to communication, Eddie. And Sister Tiffany said it. She said it's easy to request, but it has to be a request and not nagging or criticism.
That's good. That's good.
Way it's communicated.
That is so good. Because if you come at me like, why you always wearing such and such?
Yeah.
I feel attacked.
That's right.
So you don't never. And one of the things we talked about this, we try to stay away from those never, always. We try not, that's limiting because it's not an always or never. So it's easy to get defensive. So if you just like, so you don't never want to smell good for me, huh? And then you say, but when you go out or somebody else asks you to do it, you always so you just created it's about to be a World War I over.
I like Elder Eddie's. I like the way he said it. Eddie's so smooth.
He just hey, Mr. Make it last forever.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Eddie's like gradually his way of communication may be different. Eddie's and Pastor P, their way of communicating may be different. What's the way you and your spouse communicate? For me, I come out and say it. I ain't as smooth as Elder Eddie. I'm like, look, baby, I like this, baby. You probably look good in that. What you think?
He is smooth. He's smooth.
I will go out and say it too, but I'm saying if they make an effort and they do something,
that's right.
And
make sure you communicate,
please.
And you like it, then you make sure they know you like it.
That's right.
And you need to, because P'll tell you we got a million. There is nothing so far as what y'all thinking about us and what we thinking about us. They are they live on two different planets. We are looking like, why does this man like this? That I feel like this is like this. I don't know about this. We think about what we looking like sometimes.
I'm over here in a frenzy. I'm over here in a frenzy. I'm looking what she got on. I can't contain myself. I can't even. I'm like, Jesus.
Just
What?
control it after the podcast. You know, save that desire to afterwards. All right.
Okay, brother. Yes, you did, Mama Lisa. You did raise her well.
I'm like Danielle. He is very easily comfortable in making the request. I love it. It's easy over here. I know that's the truth. And see how she said, I was able to tell my husband I like it when he groomed, even though we work from home.
Yes.
That is so good.
Yes.
It might, because an easy response would have been, why ain't nobody looking?
That's
I'm
right.
looking.
That's
I'm
right.
looking. And if it's something he hasn't tried, you'll be surprised if you just kind of put stuff in front of men and just leave it.
That's
you
right.
know, there are certain things, if I want him to smell a certain way or something I like, or something, I buy it, put it there, wait till he uses it. But you're right. But he gets some positive reinforcement because I be all over the man of God.
Yes, sir.
You know, and so
I receive it. I receive the affection, and I receive the intimacy, and I want to make it last.
Reception is always good. Reception
is always good.
And you know what I love about Eddie is like, whatever he's a great listener.
Good.
And you know, I'm rambling about things that I want to do or things that I want, and then I look up, he already bought it, and I'm like,
yeah, yeah. You gotta listen.
Hey, you got to keep your ear to the ground. You
I
have
mean, I
full-time
can't
job.
leave anything in my Amazon cart because I know.
That's so good. That is so good.
I'm like, I didn't really want that skirt. I was just trying to think, but he already ordered it. You know, so
That's right.
you
That's
know,
true.
great
That's
listener.
so good. And you know, and a lot of times, like you said, sometimes we want to assume that men are mind readers, and they are not.
That's right.
You know, I as much as my husband studies me and watches me, I can be doing one thing and thinking about something else. It's my responsibility to communicate. It is not his responsibility to just say, well, because I love that he is, and he anticipates, you know, a lot of times what I'll do, but he'll also check to see if that's something that I still want.
That's right.
So that, you know, one of the things, and we talk about is moving us to our second part, which is the different types of intimacy. And one of the things that I thought, and I don't even know if I said to my husband that I thought it was intimate, but I remember when he went on this journey to make things the way that I like it, right? He's a coffee drinker, and I actually am not. I don't mind coffee, but I am not an avid coffee drinker. But that's something he wanted to share. So what he started doing, like y'all just said, was listening. He started watching, and I know now how bold that was to try, because it was a lot of times where he would fix me coffee. And then I didn't know that until later. He told me he would look at the cup to see how much of it that I drank. He never said, did you like it or not? He would look at it. And it was one day I was working, and I walked in the kitchen and turned the cup over, and I said, that was absolutely delicious. He said, I got it. Let me tell you something. I've been doing a little this, and then I noticed you didn't really like that. So I added a little this, then I added a little this. And now if we go places and I'll say, do you think I'll like that? And he'll no, you won't like it, because I know the kind of things that you like. I know you won't. But even with that, he'll say every morning, I'm going to make coffee. Do you want some? Because I might not. Instead of making it and then me going, oh, so you didn't drink the coffee. So now I make you coffee and you just think no, it's just as simple.
And it boils down to this. You know, there's a song by her that we love. And in the song, she says, I want to please you in every single way. And that's the way I love my wife. You know, and if I'm going to love her that way, I can't expect to just, you know, bedroom door closed, clothes off. Now, girl, I'm going to love you in every single way right here, right now. You know, it don't work like that. I want to love her in every single way. I want her to be pleased with everything I do. And that's my way of loving her, like the scriptures say, like Christ loved the church. Like I'm attentive to her. I'm attentive to what she says, what she likes, what she doesn't like, because just as much I fear it as I fear rejection, I also love the praise. I love the praise, and I live for the praise, because the praise shows me that I'm accomplishing my goal. So I'm willing to put my efforts out there. I'm willing to even face rejection for that one time she says, this is what I'm looking for, because then I know that I'm pleasing her. And that's the heart of the matter. And I think a lot of times as men, we let other things and we get life get in the way of what really matters. We met our wives and we met our wife with the opinion and mindset, I want to take care of this woman. I want to love this woman. Well, regardless of what's going on in life, you should always keep that at the core. I want to love this woman. You want to love her in every single way. And you want her to see that you're loving her. Because if you have an issue with rejection, I promise you that one time she says that what you're doing is exactly what I need, it'll make up for any time that you gave her something and it didn't pan out.
That's true. Eddie, you said something when
Mhm.
we were speaking the other day. We started talking about one of the intimacies people don't talk a lot about is conversational
Oh,
intimacy.
nice.
And we
Yes.
started
Nice.
talking about how a lot of
Mhm.
times people don't understand that conversation can be intimate. There are
Mhm.
different types of intimacy. I love that Denise said, cooks, good cooks observe. One of the things my mom used to tell me,
Uh-huh.
she would be like, it's
Mhm.
intimate because when a woman fixes her plate, and everybody might not be old school. I was raised old
Uh-huh.
school, bless the Lord.
Yeah, she
But it's
was.
intimate when a wife or a husband
Mhm.
prepares a meal, or
Yep.
and listen, you ain't gotta cook it.
Let's
Order it,
go.
lay do whatever, and it's there, and you've already thought, hey, I already knew we were busy, so I went ahead and ordered. Hey, that feels intimate, but
Mhm.
also conversational intimacy and just some of the different types, and having fun. Again, we were talking about recreational
Oh yeah.
intimacy, and you were
Oh
just really
yes.
talking about how people miss that. Speak a little bit about
Yes.
that, Eddie.
So I mean, from just recreation and as far as conversations are concerned, I mean, oftentimes, so if you can make love to the mind,
Yes.
the
Ooh,
body will follow,
That's right.
right? So
okay.
oftentimes we get so
That's
focused on
right.
trying to be physical with the person.
Mhm.
Talking her language.
But it's more important to tap into that mental connection, because if
Mhm.
you mentally are connected, it's hard for that union to be broken,
That's
That's
right?
right.
good.
So you got to always put in the work to
That's right.
stimulate the mind,
That's so
and then
Mhm.
good.
that way the body will always be ready to follow,
Ooh.
That's right.
right?
That is so good. That
That's
is so
real.
good. That's how it translates,
That's
right?
right.
Yes.
And I like the way you say put the work in, Elder,
Mm-hmm.
because the truth of the matter is this: as a man, because I'm speaking straight to the men right now, it's work to do. It's work to do, and all that work is not always going to the office, paying the dues, bring. No, it's work that's involved. When you want to get something out of this woman, you got to dig out of that woman what you want. The woman that you want is deep inside. And sometimes you can't get to it easily. Sometimes a lot of things are buried on top of the woman that you want on the inside. And it's your divine right by God to find out what's buried, remove it out the way, and get to that woman that is down there.
But you
Some of
also,
us say,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you got it, you got it.
No, I was gonna say, but you also have to understand too that sometimes because there's layers,
Yep.
as the man or the woman, you got to be patient as you peel
I'm
Yes.
telling
those
you,
You
layers
it
back.
gotta
takes
be.
grace. That's right.
Because some of those layers are going to be on there really tight, and
That's
you got
Yep.
to
right.
put in a little extra work
That's
That's
to
right.
right.
get it off. You got to do a little bit more lubrication to get it
That's
off.
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? You can't just rip it off. You got to sometimes you got to take a little extra, put a little extra lotion. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's
Massage
right.
here, massage there
That's
to kind
right.
of work that thing out,
That's
right?
right.
Because oftentimes we're like, well, you with
Mining
me
for
now.
diamonds.
I'm way better than this person or that person. That's immaterial,
That's
right?
That's
right.
right.
That's
Because
right.
this is not a competition. You're not
It's
That's
not a
right.
competing with
competition.
anybody.
That's right.
This is about figuring out what that other person needs, what that other person wants, and the challenges that they had in their past.
That's right.
Because you're being emotionally intimate
Yes.
with that person, she feels like she's in a safe place. He feels like he's in a safe space.
That's
So
right.
now those layers start to get peeled back a little bit
That's right.
more and more each time until where you're fully in. But that's going to require the work to get that trust
That's
to
right.
That's
get to
right.
that intimate
That's
place.
right.
That's right. And
That's right.
when you talk about work, I love the phrase mining for diamonds,
Mhm.
because it takes work to dig and get down to the diamond.
Yeah.
And as you begin to swing that pickaxe and layers keep popping up and falling off, you may be tired.
Yeah.
You may be tired. You may be sweaty. You keep swinging and swinging and swinging, and you still haven't gotten there. But that right there, I see you, brother. You keep swinging and you ain't got there. But you got to be willing to put in the work.
That's right.
And you got to be patient in your work.
Yeah.
You got to be patient. And you got to be intentional, because you have got to get to that diamond.
Yeah.
It's our life's work to get to the diamond.
That's right. And let me say this, and DJ, get ready, because we're gonna bring him up for part two. But I want to say this: just because there's a no, that don't necessarily mean never.
That's
It
right.
might just mean not yet.
Not,
And we
not
can't
right
get
now.
right. And we
Mhm.
can't just get so rigid, like you were saying, that we just, well, I already asked her, she said no. Well, I already asked him and he said no.
Yep.
Well, it's a lot of
That's
things
right.
that might have added to that response. It
That's
might
right.
have been what she was feeling,
That's
what
right.
was going on with her body,
That's
where
right.
she was, like you said, what layers had not yet been.
Yep.
So you can't just disregard it and go around and say, my husband don't never, my wife don't never. You ask again,
Yep.
because it might have been in that time, I might not have been comfortable, or I didn't even know, but ask again. And that might not be a, well, if you want it, you make sure you come tell me. I might have not even thought about it. And
That's
so
right.
I think that, especially if you're trying to cultivate an atmosphere of intimacy,
That's right.
then being able to say, just because it didn't work in one season don't mean I have to write that out and go looking for it somewhere
That's
else.
right.
No, it's there, like
That's
you just
right.
said, the woman you want is somewhere there, but we got a mind, we
And
might
Eddie
have to
said it. Patience is important. I mean,
Hey. Go ahead.
some of us more patient in Starbucks line than we are with our spouse.
Uh-oh.
You'll sit there and wait 15, 20 minutes for a coffee, but you won't wait 5 minutes until you get to the right place where you and your wife can have what you want.
Mhm.
Why you being so why you jumping out and so you want to take the start, you want to get him a tip. Oh yeah, I waited, but we waited. But then you sit there and you act like that with your spouse. That's the woman that you say you love. That's the woman that you gave your life to. Man, you gotta have some patience with that woman.
Yeah.
Have some patience with her and understand if you haven't made it. Look, it's on the way. Look
It's
at
on-
your neighbor. Look at your neighbor and
It's
say it's
on
on
the
the way.
Hey, I'm just going to go back to the coffee analogy that you used.
Uh-huh.
Pastor Fisher took the time to try different things and
Uh-huh.
put different ingredients in that coffee
That's
Sure
right.
did.
until he found the
That's
right mix. Now, just because he found the right mix today, it
That's
might not
right.
be the right mix tomorrow.
Right.
Because he know that taste
exactly
bud was
right.
shift. That
That's
is true. Because it's some days. Listen,
Hey.
y'all know we were
Yeah.
talking to another couple about this. I can't speak for Precious, but if I give you a blanket statement like I want some chocolate,
Oh my God.
you probably better circle around and say
Yeah.
what
kind
kind.
of chocolate you
Because if you saw me
want?
and it was a Twix this week, and then you say I brought you a Twix, ew, Twix. You act like you never like a Twix in our life. Oh God, because this week I don't want to look at a Twix. Oh God, and we dramatic. I don't ever want to eat no Twix. But
Yes.
you said it's Reese's Buttercup this week. So now when I say chocolate, he just look at me like this, and I'm like, oh okay, well let me think about it. I don't know because we change, we be out here shifting and drifting.
Well, if you stop at the store, before you come home, you're like, I'm gonna bring my baby some chocolate. And you go and hand her that chocolate and it's a Snickers and she want a Twix. I don't want that. Ew. Hey, Eddie, I can walk under the door this big. I'm sorry, baby.
No, he don't.
I'm so sorry.
No, he
baby.
don't. He'll just say, now he'll be like, well, I'm gonna eat them. He don't even
I just learned, hey, listen, what kind of chocolate you want, baby? I'm at the store.
Yep.
What kind of chocolate?
Hey,
Intimate.
that's it. There it is.
That's the flavor for today.
Yes.
Well, y'all, we about to bring back DJ. And so let DJ Waters give us some stuff. And listen, y'all tight in these comments. We see y'all in here watching.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put the music back up. And listen, this is what I would like. If there was something that you want to ask that we can, because we also are collecting things so that when we start doing these privately with all of you all, listen, if
Yeah.
you have not, while he's up, I'm gonna put our QR code and screenshot it and hard press it to go to the link, or if you're aware, you can just go to thegrowgathering.com. We really want you guys to join us inside of the Legacy Lounge. But if there is a question or a topic that you think we should talk about, and you might be the one helping facilitate
Yeah.
it, because the Grow Gathering
right.
isn't one person doing it.
That's
We
right.
are all co-facilitators. We get in there
That's
and we
right.
all talk. So if
That's
there's
right.
a topic that you're saying, yeah, we need to bring this up, put it in the comments. Or if there is a tip or something that you would like to say for the other married or desire to be married couples that are watching, do that as DJ Waters take us to the next level. We're gonna call him back up, and we'll see you guys in the comments. DJ, we bringing you back up. Okay, I don't think we can hear you quite yet. Let's see. Oh, let me put your second
Yeah.
one in. Okay, hold on. That's what it is. They don't have the second one in. There we go. Gotcha.
Wanna give up on you, but damn, I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you a chance after chance. Your love, can't stand. And I try to be strong, but how much can I put your words on your life this time? And I'm doing it like a all things that is the heart of a woman. Is the heart of a woman. Sweet baby, would you be my sweet lover? All right time, I'll be there. When you need me, just call and receive me. Now any other day, I would be cool, but I can't now, 'cause I want you. See, I'm hooked on how you like your style, and on the phone for a little while. I never really seen your type, but I must admit that I like. So baby, if you have the time, we can talk about you being mine. Baby, would you be what you be fine? Sweet love, all the time. I'll be there. Just call and receive me. Sweet baby, would you be mine? Sweet love for all that time. All the time. When you need me, just call and receive me. You don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I want no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give can't be replaced. No one else, let me get you do. That's why I spend my life to choose you. I won't please you any way I can. I want you a world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You can't get it all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. This morning, heard the TV saying something about disaster in the world, yeah. It made me wonder where I'm going. There's so much darkness in the world, but I see beauty left in you, girl. And what you give me lets me know that I'll be alright. 'Cause if your love was all I had in this life, that might be enough until the end of time. So let your weary heart relax your mind. 'Cause I'm gonna love you, girl, until the end of time. You gotta say it. Never seen the sunshine like this. Never seen the moon glow like this. Never seen the waterfalls like this. Never seen the lights off like this. Never dug anyone like this. Never had taken years to kiss. Never had someone to miss. Never heard a song quite like this. To have you, girl, I'm so glad you're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue, I'm blessed today that I found you. Never had rooms to the soul. Never took a first class flight. Never had a love affair so tight. I've never felt the feeling. Never seen a winter so wet. Never had words to reason. Never had a place to get. And I never sang a song with all my might. To have you, girl, I'm so glad you're in my life. Just as sure as the sky is blue, that's the day that I found you. It's all about to have you, girl, lady, I'm so glad you're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue, that's the day that I found you. You should know you're my angel. Nothing's gonna make you fall forever. Girl, I just wanna love you. Don't listen to what people say. They know about how you need. Don't mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know what I feel. Don't listen to what people say. They know about how you need. Don't mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know what I feel. Silhouette of a perfect face. Shadows of your smile will always remain, always remain. Years of love soon fades away. Oh, baby, we go on. I will alone. Long as I live, you will be mine. Oh, baby, you and only you. Long as I live, long as I live, you will be first love, and not choose you again. Keeping no candy coated Valentine. Memories of you, when you were mine. Untarnished dream on a tarnished shade. Time keeps changing, comes on the rain. Long as I live, you will be my first love, and my only love. Long as I live, oh, you will always be my, holding my first love. See, it's long as I live. Woke up this morning, found a letter that she wrote. She She says she's tired that I'm always on the road. Too hard to swallow being alone. She needs someone in mind that she can control. She must have told me 1,000 times more. Silent lies I used to know. God knows I never did me hurt. Baby, I'll be sitting here waiting on you to come home again. Waiting on you. I won't be. Promise I'll be here to the very end. By your side to protect you and to love you and to be with you for life. Come on home to me, Charlie. Real pretty, pretty little thing that's waiting for me. Pull up, anticipated. Good love, don't keep me waiting. I got plans to put my hands in places I've never seen. Girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place that's nice and quiet. There ain't no one better to do it. Ain't got a rush. I just wanna take it nice and slow. See, I've been waiting for this for so long. Making love until the sun comes up. Baby, I just wanna take it nice and slow. There is only one. Only you have made it possibility. We can take a step to see if this is really gonna be. All you gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Come to know what you feel, let me address you. Open up your mind, just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. All you gotta do is say yes. Come to know what you feel, let me address you. Open up your mind, just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so, 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 so. Me has its until it's time to see. I hope that I can make it mine for the love that steals your heart. And once your beauty is mine, I swear it will never be mine. Most of every day, all the same. Let's go in my heart.
me like I do. I only wanna be with you. Girl, you are the love of my life, baby. Give it to me, baby. You belong to me and only me, baby. I belong to you. I know I give all my love to you. I give all my love, baby. I give all my love. I belong to you. I know I give all my love to you. Oh, baby, baby, oh. Say, my lady, you are so fine. I wake up in the morning to see a smile on your face, baby. You are the queen of my heart, baby. I belong to you, and you belong to me. I wanna feel, I wanna feel, I wanna show you, baby, that I do. I want your body till the very last time. I want you to holler when you want me to stop. And who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can sex you like me? Nobody. Who can treat you like me, my baby? Nobody, baby. Nobody. And who can do it like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby. I want the night for me and you. So come here, baby, and let me do it to you. Don't be afraid, 'cause I'll fight. I promise to give it to you just the way you like. And who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can sex you like me? Nobody. Who can lay your body down? Nobody, baby. Nobody. And who can treat you like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. And who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby. And the baby. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. 'Cause love, so many people usually love. Those who have faith in you sometimes go astray. Love, through all the ups and downs, the joys and hurts. Love, for better or worse, I still will do you first. Oh, oh. Many days I look for you, wanting you, hoping For your kiss, for your kiss, for your kiss, many nights I've cried from the things you do. Felt like I could die from the thought of losing you. I know that you're real, with no doubts and no fears, no questions. So many people, so many people. Got me doing things I never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, I'm strong. Now she got me doing things I never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, you do. You do. You do. You do. You got me doing the dishes. Anything she want for some kisses. I take it for her, she gets hungry. I see doing everything like she want me. She counting up all my homies. Even all my other bronies. She ain't even my main lady. See, I've been thinking about it lately. Man, she really don't deserve me. All she wanna do is hurt. So I gotta get away from her. I'm moving quickly. Before she come and tryna hit me. Taking everything with me. But I'll come down. Now she got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, I'm wrong. Now she got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, you do. It seems you barely beat the sun. Tap my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some love, I suggest you go back there. You can't come day to day. With you, it's always something else. Working my nerves. God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through. Cause I've been so true to you. For you to come at me with another lame excuse. See, I heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Now look who's hurting and who's good. I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down, down, down. Don't leave your girl around me. Shoot, play it for real. That's my nigga for real.
Let's go fishing.
All right, Waters. We see y'all. We had to come on screen. We say y'all like that, like that. Talk about just in case with Jaheem. Uh-oh, let's see what we got coming. No, we dance with you, DJ.
Hey, you good, DJ?
We just want to come up here and cut up.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, hey.
Well,
No, that's
that's
over. Good question. What they know about this? What they know about that girl? Dance moves.
I see you dancing.
So dancing in the house.
Hey, yo, he jamming. Hey, he jamming now. Hey, look at it. They jamming now.
Yeah.
We're cooking. Let him cook. Some people say let him
All I'm gonna say is that DJ got some good genes. That's all I'm saying.
That's some good days now.
It's in the DNA. That's all I'm saying.
He cooking.
Y'all that's watching at home. Y'all get that man on that floor. Get that woman on that floor. See what's going on. See what you can stir up.
Hey.
Hey. What you know about So Def? That's all I'm saying. What you know about So Def?
Even no younger. The man of God said, "We ain't getting no younger." See, men don't think about getting married no more.
Hey, that was a anomaly, wasn't it?
The man said, "I ain't trying to get married."
And they knew they had a hit with that one. Hey, that's me right there. Hey.
Yes,
Hey, girl.
Couples, I hope y'all know it's okay to enjoy your spouse.
You say
carry on like this
Hey.
all the time.
Always and forever. You will be my
Say it, King.
Gotta yank it. You know that, right?
There you go.
Make sure y'all
You're cooking, DJ.
make sure y'all scan that code if y'all haven't already, and join us in the Legacy Lounge every single month. It'll be private after this, so we want to see y'all in there.
Get it, boy.
Here you go. Okay. You.
Who is this,
Hey, I
y'all?
don't know.
It's Usher. It's Usher. Usher.
Oh, Usher. Oh, that's hot.
We up there like, wait, no, all right. Troubles in the comments. Y'all enjoying this? Y'all throw a number 1 in the chat. If y'all ain't too busy slow dancing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Wait.
You gotta get this down.
Wait, let me throw my number 1. Let me throw my 1 in the comments. Y'all, if y'all enjoying yourselves tonight, throw a 1 in the comments.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We already been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Mary J. We see y'all in the comments. Glad y'all enjoying this. Yeah, we're taking it on the road.
Hey, NYC, here we come.
Listen, we need y'all in the grove. Get inside the land so y'all can tell us where y'all at so we can know where to come cut up. Hey now. That's up now. Come on now. That's what y'all do.
change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. The coffee that I made in the morning. Your
Why did I
Okay, now.
We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, now. I married you too.
I just wanna see how
Mm.
you you know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow. No matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Confident. He was confident. He said, "Girl, you know I can." Irrefutable.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you want.
He must got an unlimited account. He said, "Whatever it is."
It don't matter.
Okay,
Hey, hey.
okay, Andrew, that gets for me.
I swear your body's so thirsty, baby. How you working, baby? Yeah. I love the way that you be cooking it out. Give me something to feel long. So just believe me, always working it out. I ain't that night. I ain't been down. To wrap my head around this feeling for nothing. Not even for a minute. Long as it takes to get you all alone.
I was just gonna give a shout out to the Kill Patrick and say, "Hey now, y'all."
Hey, y'all performing mightily over there. Y'all got some beautiful babies. Beautiful babies.
performing mightily.
Y'all performing mightily over there. There it is. Shout out to the Kilpatricks.
Y'all, we're gonna try to convince the DJ to put us a playlist together for all of the married lovers out there. And we hope you guys have been enjoying this. And we want y'all to know that the show does not end tonight.
That's right.
We just wanted to give y'all something special and amazing and give you an excuse, not that you need one, to pull that man and woman close and spend some quality time. Anything, Water, y'all want to say as we close tonight out?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for jumping on and taking carving out a little bit of time today to hang out with us. But more importantly, we want you guys to join the Grow Gathering so you can be a part of this legacy pod as we move forward, as the Legacy Lounge, as we move forward. And this is just a sample of what you're going to see and what you're going to hear within the pod. And we're going to, like we said, mute your mics. And what we want you to do next time, you guys will also be live with us. So this will be a communal conversation, not just us talking to you, but it'll be us talking with each other, because the motto and the theme for the Grow is let's do life together. And we can't do life together if you're not a part of the Grow.
That's right.
That's right. We really hope you appreciate this vibe. This is the kind of vibe that we feel like all marriages should have. We know marriages aren't one size fit all, but there always should be intimacy. Yep. There always should be romance. Yep. Right? There always should be a good time with the person that you love. Yep. So we hope that we showed you all that tonight. And the thing I'm excited about is hearing what you guys have to say the next time. So come on back. Don't let this be the first and last time, but join the Grow. Get hooked up on the Legacy Lounge, and let's see if we can do life together in the marriage side as well.
Amen. And let me say this again, the Grow, if I did not get to say it earlier, is our private community that is we have a space and place for everybody. So if you're watching this, happen to tune in and you're single, there's a singles pod. If you are a man and you just really have been looking for an opportunity to gather together with some brothers, just to talk, just to have some dialogue, there's a pod for men. There's one for women. So the Legacy Lounge is where we wanted to, as P said earlier, have a private place for just us. Tonight, we want to show out a little bit, and we are so grateful to DJ Waters, who has just gotten us all up in the fire and desire. I'm telling you, thank you for helping us make this so special, because we want you to leave us with whatever music. We're going to just put you on the screen, but I hope that this jump starts some conversations for you guys in your own marriages. We are not one of those organizations that we come in with all of our stuff. It's truly a community. We're interactive. We want to hear from you guys. Some of y'all got some stuff we want to know and need to know about. But Eddie said it. We can't do this stuff with you if you're not there. We need y'all to go, or whoever said come join the Grow. Get in there. And also I want to say that we're trying to we're going to have our Rated R for Real every single month. But it's going to be private, and it's going to be where we can all sit virtually and talk and share. And as you guys submit comments and questions and stuff, we're going to try to hit those things. So we are really, really looking forward to engaging with you guys.
And I do want to say the men are meeting next Thursday. So if you go into the Grow, you'll see the men are meeting. Our men's pod is called Mantled. It's called Mantled. So if you're a man and you're married, you're connected here with us, even if you're not married, and you need community. And like, Apostle was saying, it's not a space where we're preaching at each other. Men are sitting together, having some real conversation with other men that are like-minded, men like me, like Elder Eddie, men who really love our wives, and we love being the men that we're called to be. We want to sit down with you and talk about what's going on in your life. Give you a space where you can sit down and open up and not be judged about what you say or looked at crazy just because you have a group of men who have the same, thoughts and things in line and right. going on in your life. So join us next week. If you're a man, join us next week. It's not judgy. We just want to get a community together of like-minded men. Right. And we just want you guys to come join. There's a space for you there as well.
Yep. Anything from y'all? Any last words from the Waters, from H2O?
You know what? You can connect with DJ Waters. I put your your IG handle in the chat. So yeah.
And if you're in the Atlantic area or anywhere in the continental United States, and you need a DJ, you have an event, he is definitely available if his schedule permits to come in and set the party off right for you.
We'll be looking for it.
He set it off tonight. He set it off. Y'all give DJ Waters a hand over there. DJ Waters was boiling tonight. Boiling, baby.
Yeah, he's cooking in the kitchen, sir.
Thank you. The water is hot. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Ain't even mad. So once again, y'all, we're out. We're gonna let DJ play. for a little bit longer just to give y'all something to go out with. But thank you guys for
Thank you.
joining
We're
us.
so humble.
Sir, if you could
Very
just
humble.
end us with a song or a little quick mix. But thank you guys. This was amazing. We cannot wait to see you all again. And listen, in the meantime, love your spouse. Love
Love 'em.
on them. You hear
Yes, yes,
me?
yes.
Love on them.
Yes.
All right, we out, DJ. We're gonna let me see. I want to expand it to so where we can just focus on you for tonight. All right. And let's see. Let me turn your other mic on. All right, we're out.
And I only make plans to put your love in this anniversary. The pleasures of life that we have seen good times we tell you we love me at the end of the day. Anniversary, the smoke of the tea. Can me it's anniversary. Something that I want to say, but words sometimes get in the way. I just want to show my feelings for you. Nothing that I'd rather do. Spend every moment with you. Yes, you should know you're so. You are my lady. You're everything I need. More. You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. No way that I can resist your grace. Girl, you got me so tight. Say that you stay with me. You stay. 'Cause I love what's meant to be. I promise to love you more each day. You are my lady, you're everything I need. Lord. You are my lady, you're all I'm living for. You are my lady, yeah. You're everything I need. More. You are my lady, you're all I need.